What's happening? What's happening, Periscope? Yeah. All right. We're going to explain a little something tonight. Just got finished playing this game called Abundance. What's up, Tommy boy? Yes, sir. All right. They got 3 classes. Poor, this is where you start the game at, in the poor category. Then you go to the middle class. Then you move to the rich. What's up, Coach 24 Vicky? We just got playing Abundance. If you want to check this out, you can go to higherlaws.com, right? And it is 3 o'clock in the morning. It's 3 a.m., right? Is your phone with the clock on it?
Mm-hmm. 3:08.
See that? It's 3:08 in the morning, right? We just got finished playing this crack game, right? Team Pisces in the building. Yes, it's Team Taurus, CoachKhayr, and LaDonna. LaDonna. Right. So we start this about 12:30. Now you have your sheets that you start that you have to fill out during the game, right? And then you have a little chip across the top that keeps up with your potential energy. So this part up here is the potential, and all this down here is the this is the spiritual, and this is the physical. You know, so the assets, income, expenses. You start out with expenses, then you take notes during the game, then your liabilities and things like that, and then like your debt. And then this is a different way you win this game versus other games, right? So this is LaDonna's sheet. Yes, please swipe and invite. Please swipe and invite. She had an audio CD, a DVD. She had a 3-bedroom rental. She had a laundromat, and this is how much money she was making passive income, $900. Oh, you were still paying $120 for that 3-bedroom, and you still went to the Abundance. Wow. Okay. Then she had a laundromat. She also had a 3-bedroom rental, but she didn't have to put a down payment on it. It was $181,000. And then she had a CD, the inspirational CD, and a DVD, and then she had stocks, and she had gold, and this was her total in assets. And then over here, these were her notes of the, like during the game, you have to go pull from the card. So like if you land like if you're coming through here and you land on spiritual, you have to pull a spiritual man card. So it'll be like follow your heart and intuition. Applies to all players. So if you land on the market, you have to pull a market card, and the market card may say something like any player who owns an 8-plex or smaller may now sell them for $75,000 a unit. Well, this was my next card too, because I had an 8-plex, right? And then you can pick a small opportunity if you land on opportunity. And every time you go across monthly cash, let's say you roll like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, you'll get paid twice, right? So at the end, LaDonna was getting paid, she was getting paid $5,600 a month. So every time when she rolled big and she was over here in the rich section and she was rolling 3 dice, sometimes she was getting paid 3 times on one roll. She was getting like $16,000 or something like that. She was killing it, right? And so she's just laughing now. So and then the wild card means you can pick the natural man, which you wouldn't want to pick, because the natural man, he
That's the human.
Yeah, that's the human. Patterns for making decisions, and you end up decreasing your PE by 3, stuff like that. So you know you do something everybody else is doing, but when you and so we turn all the cards up at the bottom. Like if you listen to the little voice, or if you have a lack of gratitude, or life pushes you around, those are the cards that we had already took. And then the opportunity cards are determined which one you can do. So you can start your own small business depending on how many PE you have. Like, I know I'm talking a lot, but this game is
lovely.
Like, hold on for a second. We're just going to do the review like this right here. Oh, turn it like this. Okay. So,
Lovely game. This game is awesome. I just feel so abundant. I feel rich.
So how many? So I had this game before, but it was somebody else's. So now this is mine. And this game, yes, it's $300, but it's worth it. What do you think?
I think it's well worth it.
So they suggested that we play the game. You can go to YouTube and type in abundance game. Go to YouTube and type in abundance game, and just type that in and watch the 6-minute video, then watch the 22-minute video. Mm-hmm. So we watched both those videos because these are the directions, but they're also on. What do you do with the DVD?
It's over here.
So the DVD comes with it, but it's already on YouTube. So when you watch, you'll see, right? And they have the game, like you can get it for like $14.85, but you gotta make 22 payments. I don't know if it's every 2 weeks or whatever, but go to the site, Higher Laws. So at the end of the game, you got to debrief 20 minutes. So LaDonna, what's something that you picked up by playing this game tonight?
I saw that intellectual property is worth tons of money.
Yes. Yes.
That's where most of my riches came from. Intellectual property, inspirational DVDs and CDs.
And it was funny because what's the project that you're working on in real life that you didn't even know that I had this game before you came over here?
Publishing a poetry book and also publishing motivational speaking CDs. And
she sings. Yes. And y'all are giving her hearts. That's right. They're giving you hearts. Keep tapping and keep sharing. Absolutely. One of the things I learned, what I really like is with the debt, like I still had debt on my camera. I still had debt over here at the end of the game, but I was still in the abundance ring because the outside ring is the abundance ring. So just to get out of the poor, you had to own an asset. Then you can roll 2 dice. Mm-hmm. We never paid off any of our debt. Wealthy people don't worry about debt.
Scared money don't make no money.
What did they say? Cash is trash?
They said savings is losers. Savings is for losers.
Savers is for losers. Where that joint was at?
It's actually in here.
It says savers is for losers and cash is trash, and you better learn how to move it over into some commodities. Mm-hmm. Like I think it was on one of them.
Oh, selling assets.
No. I think it was on one of the markets. It's got to be on one of the markets that we have for gold.
At the bottom of the card.
Buy silver. Hold on, we're looking for the card so we can read it to you. Because like you get wisdom from the cards, like when it's telling you stuff.
Or what's it?
Oh man.
But they recommend that you play
there it is.
6 months.
There it is. Buy silver. It says savers are losers as time goes by each year because their savings and paper assets are wiped out by regular inflation. Some say cash is king, yet cash is trash during times of inflation. You can still have reserves without keeping them in the forms of paper currency. And so and if you pull a card, like she had to read the card out loud to everybody that's playing, right? And so you're learning from other people. So I didn't have any intellectual property, but she did.
Everybody's learning.
Everybody's learning when it's going down. So this game is crazy.
It's crack. No, what you call it? Heroin.
It's heroin.
Cash flow quadrant is crack.
Cash flow 101 is crack. But this right here is that boy. This is crazy right here. Like this ain't no regular Reggie. This is that real loud. But like I'm not even sleepy right now.
I'm pumped up. I want to go make some money. I want to go
And so I even came up with an ideal by listening to something that she is going to do with her stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's so easy. Oh, I've been sitting on some money. Oh, and when you go to some opportunities, Like they'll tell you that you've been lazy. They'll be like, no deal. What was the one I had? That joker said no deal twice. It was in that last in the big opportunities.
No deal, you lack creativity and motivation.
Yes.
No deal, you don't try to be creative and have been procrastinating lately.
Look at there. That joker says no deal.
You slept in.
No deal. The name of this game is called Abundance. The name of the game is called Abundance. Hey. That's it right there. Abundance. And you go to the website, higherlaws.com, Life of Abundance. Yes, Crystal, this game is crazy. Now, it might be on eBay. You might be able to go on eBay and find one cheaper. I don't know. But I'm going to tell you to go to the site and tell them CoachKhayr sent you. Right. So this is how the board looks from like above. And you're moving from the circles. I'm telling you.
Monopoly who?
Yeah, Monopoly who? Risk. Chess. No
this
longer.
Is the only game that's even worth playing. The only game.
Yo, forget the club, son. Forget the.
On Friday night at
on
3
Friday
a.m.
night at 3 a.m. It's people in Atlanta just walking around drunk. Then went around, spent their money up, and didn't learn anything
PE
tonight.
went down all the way to zero.
Oh, their PE went down. Their potential energy went down. And that's the thing. When you learn in the game, you already can apply it, and she gets to take her sheet home with her. She
I'm
takes.
use this as a budget sheet. This is a good.
Right, that's yours. This mine. Right. I'm telling yo. And I had $100,000 house note. I was still paying. Oh, tell them the other part that we learned. Like,
oh, we didn't even increase our housing, our car insurance, none of that. So it made me think about the guys that come in the bank with all the money and they wearing some regular jeans and t-shirt, and they ain't about buying rims and J's and all that good stuff. I mean, if they want to, they can.
Like, you can look on the paper and cause they say only write in pencil. So you have to erase every time you add in money to it, right? Mm-hmm. But there are no erase marks on our expenses. We didn't add anything else. So I had over $740,000 in assets. You had over $968,000 in assets. She had $938,000 in liabilities. But at the end of the game, she also had $85,000 cash. Yes. And she was out of the poor, out of the middle class, out of the rich, and was in the abundance section. Mm-hmm. And she had like over 7 potential energy like the whole game. And you started off with the lowest because you rolled 3.
Yeah.
Cause that's how they decide, like at the beginning, how you start. Now they tell us to put $4,000 in when we start, but you can use your own numbers if you want, right? But we just use what they told us to use, right? Mm-hmm. So just start off with that right there. Or they said you could take your best friend or whatever, but yo.
I like how you can make it personal, because if you do put your own income in here, then in all your actual expenses, then you can actually see what it would take to get yourself out of debt if you were to, And that, right here, I like how it has everything is bad debt. You pay out of pocket. Housing, car, insurance, entertainment, all that is bad debt.
You see what it says? Bad debt. You pay out of pocket. And then over here, passive income is called cash flow, when a system makes you money. And the only way you can move over to here is when passive income is greater than your expenses. So my passive income was 36. Come on, focus in. My passive income was $33,660.
Can you tell me?
Nope, it don't. It won't move it like that. And then 2,000 was my total expenses, which was right here. Maybe when I put my finger there close or something. You need more light. Anyway, it was 2,000 here, and then it was 3,600 right there. Just trust me. the camera's tripping right now, but when my passive income was higher than my total expenses, that's what financial freedom is called anyway. That's the only time you can call yourself rich. Oh, there it is. Yep. You're financially free when your passive income is more than your total expenses. At the beginning, when you start the game, I'm making $4,000. I'm only bringing home $2,000 because that was my total income was just $4,000 minus my expenses. So on a check, I was only getting $2,000. But once I added assets, businesses, real estate, this is my monthly from that. The 8plex was bringing me $1,550. The digital was bringing me $1,300. LaDonna was over here pimping, straight pimping. She had $900 a month coming from the laundromat. She was paying out of pocket $120 just to keep this property right here, but she was making $2,000 a month from this DVD intellectual property. Good God! And she got this, and she didn't have to put no. Did you have to put some money down?
Nope. Because I had high.
Because she had high PE. Mm-hmm. So now her passive income was $3,600. Her total expenses was $2,000. So every time she was getting a check, it was for $5,600.
You know what? Another thing I just thought about too.
What?
Your spiritual health is in direct proportion to your riches on here.
What you mean?
Because, every time you pulled a card, if you had 7 or higher PE, meaning your higher spiritual level, right?
Oh, yeah.
Then you get better deals. You get 0 down payments. You get... Oh, no, that was something. Yeah. So,
you get a big opportunity out of there. I mean, another small opportunity, too.
Keep pulling.
Okay, so when you pull a small opportunity card and big opportunity, small was less than 5, big is more than 5. Sometimes when you turn them over, they look like that. So that means you get the 0 to 3s. Hold on, stay right there. So point the finger and tell them what you were talking about.
Okay, so if your PE is 0 to 3, then usually you can't get the deal. You can't invest. You're pretty much stuck. If your PE is in the middle, then you usually can get an investment, but with a higher down payment. But when you have high PE, which is in direct proportion to a higher spiritual level, then you get 0 down payments to lower down payments than you do anything else. And also you get cash flow, higher cash flow.
And look at the ROI on that one.
133% versus if your PE was just mid-range, you would only get 65% return on investment.
And if you had 3 or less,
0%. So you got to get your spiritual game up.
Right. And that's intellectual property. That's when you made the short DVD.
Mm-hmm.
Then this one is the single family home. So this one is...
So you can get with the 0 to 3, but the down payment is $2,500 versus if you had a higher spiritual, if your PE was higher, then you would have nothing, no down payment. You would increase your cash flow the higher your spiritual level is.
Right. But you need to have some cash because this one here is a small opportunity. I might have passed on this one right here. It just depends though. No down payment. The ROI though, because somebody might come and want to buy this later. So I'm just buying this 3-bedroom rental home. So I'm not staying in it. I'm buying it and renting it out. So it's only making me another $70 a month. So I'm kind of toting it, and I didn't have to put no money down, so why not? Because every dollar is adding to my passive income. I need every dollar going to passive income. A lot of people are not thinking about their passive income. And in one game, I'm talking damn near like an accountant up in this joint.
Right,
I'm using all the terms like...
Learning this game is... Yeah, I love it.
Listen, if you in the Atlanta area, you better come on. You better come on through. and because I'm gonna be having game night at my night, I gotta play once a week. I can't.
I'm down.
I can't play.
I mean, I'm down.
We're looking for 2 more players.
Yes.
We're looking for 2 more players who want to play this.
The game lasts longer, and then I feel like I'll learn more.
But you're going to have more fun, though.
Yeah.
You're going to have more fun because you like sharing stories, because sometimes they'll tell you that if you don't share a story, you lose points. So you have to like tell a story sometimes just to win. Mm-hmm. So everybody's always listening. So, man, listen, the game is crazy. Oh, and you can't touch your cell phone. That's the first rule. That's the first rule, right? You can't touch your cell phone. Yeah, don't sleep on that passive income.
Yeah.
But you can't touch your cell phone or you lose PE. And then if you complain, they take 2 more PE. Mm-hmm. So
you just gotta take it.
And it was like soon as the game started, we had already started, I was like, ooh, I want to take a picture of the board. So if you look on Facebook, I took 3 pictures, right? Cost me 2 PE right off the gate. And all my first 3 or 4 deals, because I started off with 5 PE, so now I was at 3, right? So I did that for y'all on Facebook. Okay, so that's it for the night. I'm going to look at my thing. We're going to put the board up. It's a heavy game. We're going to holler at y'all.
Good night.
Peace.